Good morning, South Park. If you don't know by now, I'm Mr. Anderson. And if you don't know this guy by now, it's the guy I talk about every day in class, the guy that makes me proud every day. And I'm so proud of a father, everybody. This is
Mitchell.
Mitch, where are you thinking about going to college next year?
Probably Kent State.
Kent State in Ohio. What's number 2 choice there?
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. Either way, it's going to cost his dad a good bit of money. Well, Mitch, the very first thing, I need your help.
Yeah.
I need your help and help me do a little experiment with my 5th graders. Can I trust in you?
Yeah.
All right. Couple things that we need, Mitch. We're going to be making oobleck. Did you ever make oobleck back in Mount Lebanon?
No.
Then you never made it?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We're paying all these Mount Lebanon taxes and the boy never made oobleck. What am I doing? I'm sending this one to college and he's never made this oobleck stuff. Now, son, let me ask you this one. What are the 3 states that matter?
Gas, liquid, and solid.
All right, solid, liquid, and gas. And we're going to make a substance today that has the properties of a solid sometimes and has the property of a liquid sometimes. Now, there's a couple things that we're going to need. What are we going to need, Mitch? Let's see what we got. What do we got here? Right here?
Cornstarch.
This is the star of the show, the cornstarch. Now, I told everybody to make sure they got some cornstarch the other day. You know what? I'm going to knock down this one light just a little bit because it's a little bright. There we go. We're going to use the cornstarch. This is the star of the show. What's something else we need, Mitch, here? Water. Now, unfortunately, I was really, really thirsty, and I had to take my blood pressure pills. So I drank the water. We just had a glitch, I think.
Yeah,
I think we just glitched. It was like we were in the Matrix. I needed to take my blood pressure pill. You can just use regular water right out of the sink. No big deal. All right. Next thing that we need, Mitch, is a spoon. And this is just going to help us make sure we're measuring the cornstarch out correctly. And we're going to need a couple measuring spoons. Here is, what size is that one, son?
Half cup.
Half cup. And, I got the other one over there full of water. Be careful. Look, he did spill the water, everybody. Sending this kid to college, and he already spilled the water. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over the measurements. Now, we're going to need, how much water is in there, son?
A cup.
1 cup of water. Now, I like using these measuring cups because they're easy. I like using these measuring cups. Nice and easy. And we're going to need 1 1/2 cups of cornstarch. Now, what I'm going to do is I just put it in a glass casserole dish. So I pulled it out of here, and I poured it in a glass casserole dish. And what I want you to do, son, is I want you to measure and try to be as close as possible. I want you to try to be as close as possible. Oh, also, what we forget here?
Paper towels.
What do I call these?
Dinosaur paper towels.
No, you messed up the joke, son. Dinosaur toilet paper. All right, here we go. Well, what I want us to do, Mitch, is we're going to go into this container. So we're going to go, we simply took all the cornstarch, poured it in here. Makes it a little bit easier. We're going to take 1 1/2 cups of cornstarch in here. This one is worth a half, so it's going to have to get filled up 3 times. I want you to empty it in there. When you get it, son, to make sure our measuring is pretty accurate, just right over. And if you're looking at it, boys and girls, I'm trying to keep everything nice and clean and organized. Now, around here, I'm the one that does all the cooking at the Anderson household, so I like keeping my kitchen clean. So, Mitch, if you give me 3 of them that look just like that, and then dump it right in there, all right? So I'm going to do this one. Good, one more. While he's doing that, make sure when you get it up close, you level it off, and I'll show everybody. One other thing that you can use is the food coloring. I'm not going to use the food coloring because I don't want to get white all over my new kitchen cabinets. Make sure you ask your parents if you are allowed to use the food coloring. I would prefer that you didn't for 2 reasons. First reason, you can stain something very easily. Second thing, if you have a wedding to go to this weekend, if you have some type of dance or something important family function, your hands are going to be the color of the dye. So if you use green, your hands are going to be green. If you use blue, your hands are going to be blue. All right, Mitch?
Yeah.
You're good to go?
Yep.
There you go. Hey, about the school, they're slowly coming along. Today is Friday morning. I'm making this video Thursday night. Mrs. Aris and I are going to be teaching live tomorrow. You're going to be able to talk to us both at the same time. So that'll be pretty cool. All right. So put that in there, Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now that we have our cornstarch in there, we're just going to slide that out of the way. Now, if you want to make more at home, you can, but you can just slide that out of the way. I'm trying to make sure everything stays nice and neat. Now, we're going to take our water here, and we're slowly just going to pour that in there. Now, this feels really good on your hands because all I want you to do is mix it up. It kind of feels kind of gooey and sticky, and just keep working at it, working at it, working at it, working at it, and you will notice the cornstarch will actually make your hands feel a little soft. So if you watch and it just slowly works it. Now, a lot of people take this and put it in balloons or Ziploc bags and make stress balls out of it. And if you look, Mitch, see, and it turns into liquid.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Now, Mitch, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Since we have that out of that box, why don't you keep adding a little bit more and more, and let's see if we can make more. All right. Now, give me another half a cup of corn. As a matter of fact, why don't you give me 3 more cups of this, which will be 1 1/2 cups of cornstarch, and give me another full cup of water.
All right.
This one container that I have is pretty wide. I believe it's a 9 by 13 container, so it's thinning out. And whenever you're just working with an experiment, you have to have some trial and error. Good job, Mitch. That's good. Good. Pour that in there. And I'll just keep working it.
Mm-hmm.
And just have some fun with it, boys and girls. Now, this is something that we can do in class. But the one thing I want you to do is make sure that you're following the directions and that you are enjoying what you're doing and you're being safe. Now, this is not very dangerous or difficult whatsoever. But this allows me, if we were doing this in class, allows me to see who's A is going to be responsible. Go ahead, put it in some. Give me one more.
Yeah.
Who's going to be responsible and who's also going to listen to directions. Now, as you're playing with this, you will notice that your hands feel softer. And that's just the helpfulness of the cornstarch as it's just working in. Now, this is getting really dry because we're adding more without the water. But you can slowly see as you're playing around with it. As you're playing around with it, you're working. Claire Andrews, how you doing, my friend? Baby Walt, how are you doing? Good. Pour that in there. That's number 3. Then give me a cup of water. Give me a cup of water. I can't wait to see everybody on Monday. Come on over. Good. Pour it in there. Good job. Good job. And we're just going to keep working it. Keep working it. And it's slowly coming. Oh, there's what I want. You just got to keep working it. Keep working it. And as you do, you'll notice, now I want you to keep your hands clean, son.
Right.
Now, it's a ball. It's a ball. It's a ball. Son, do me a favor. Go grab that computer, bring it over.
Right.
So they can focus on it. It's a ball. It's a ball. It's a ball. Look, it's a ball. And then it melts. Ball. Melts. Ball. Melts. Now, this is what you call, good, you can put it back. This is what you call suspension because it has the properties of both a liquid and a solid, and it reacts to how something approaches it. So for instance, if I try to punch it, it does not splash. But if I put my hand in it, it sinks down real low. All right? Now, Mitch, let's have some fun with this.
Yeah.
Mommy ain't around, so let's have some fun with it. Open up another box of cornstarch.
All right.
All right, let's have some fun with it. Don't get it all over the place, son.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's get this out of here right here. Right now, we're up to a whole box of cornstarch. And I just want to keep working it. Keep working. And if your moms help you, or your dad's, your mom's hands will become softer. Now, see that? Look at that, son.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, bring the camera over one more time.
Mm-hmm.
See? Look at it. So you're working it. It's a solid. Look at that. It's a solid, everybody. And as soon as I let it go, it turns back into a liquid. Solid. Liquid. Solid and a liquid. All right. Now, on Monday, we'll do some paperwork. Okay, you can put it back, son. On Monday, we'll do some paperwork, and this will just be the beginning lesson when we're talking about solids, liquids, and gases. But this is just a way to have some fun. Now, listen, if you get it on the counter, it wipes right up. If you get it on the cabinet doors, it wipes right up. The key right here is not to use the food coloring. I did not use food coloring for a reason. It will stain. Not that big of a deal. It will stain, but the oobleck itself is not the big a deal. And all you got to do is get it off your hands. Is just go to the sink and wash it right off your hands. Here, Mitch, go ahead and turn the sink on for me. Watch, everybody. We're back live. You look at my hands, not one thing. Pretty clean. All right, hey, everybody, listen, tomorrow morning, Mrs. Laritzen and I will be on live, and we'll be there to talk to you and everything. Go ahead, open that up. We'll be there to talk to you, and we're going to actually do a lesson with you live in person, both of us at the same time. So I want to make sure everyone tunes in. And I believe she'll send you an email and give you the time and the Google code. And just make sure you Zoom in with us, or either Zoom or Google. I can't remember, one of them. And we'll be live, and just hang out with us, and we'll teach you a lesson over the computer. All right? Hey, always remember, go Eagles. Mitch?
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. Fly like eagles, son. He's flying. Hey. Always South Park. See you later. Signing off. Bye-bye.